It's Taya freaking Bay. I'm back again with the weekly wrap up. So make sure you guys stay tuned and subscribe if you haven't. We got the Breakfast Club drama that happened earlier this week between Lauren LaRosa and Just Hilarious. Now we all know that Just was announced the new host of the Breakfast Club. Well, Corey Holcomb had a lot to say about her, and apparently they have been having beef for a while now. But Corey basically was just coming for Just, he was saying all these bad things about Just, saying that she wasn't talented and that her reading the news wasn't that great compared to Lauren LaRosa. Corey, you're a hater. Just went live and discussed how she felt about everything that's been going on with the Breakfast Club, how it has been weird for her because Lauren LaRosa is still there. She's just kind of confused because there's no conversations being had as far as Lauren LaRosa's role. Is she another host? They let Lauren LaRosa and Just Hilarious hatch it out on air, and they all had a discussion about how the show needs more structure and that conversations need to be had. So personally think that both ladies have been doing an amazing job. They both bring an element to the show that is needed. Jess brings the humor and Lauren brings the information, and I think that they both have their own lane that adds value to the show for sure. So it was good to see them have the conversation, and I love that they did it on air. For their listeners, you know, people are very invested in the Breakfast Club. I just hope that the two ladies can be example for black women in media, that it doesn't just have to be one of one. It can be multiple ones. I hope they in the future works together on different segments and just really show that they can be a team, and it's not just one person got to be better than the other person. Ladies, we're watching you. You're an example for us. So please, don't let us down. And don't let nobody, like Charlamagne and Envy was saying, don't let nobody trick you out of your spot. So next we have LA's own Big U. He had to turn himself in this week. He is being accused and indicted in a RICO case that's going on. They are accusing Big U of being a gang leader to a mafia-like organization called the Big U Enterprise. Those of you who aren't familiar with Big U, he is a former gang leader in Los Angeles. He has been influential to the community as well as the music industry. A lot of people turn to him when they want to hear a perspective on the West Coast when it's involving music. He also was the former manager of late and great Nipsey Hussle. So there has been a lot of speculations going on with Big U involving different extortions with NBA players as well as murder accusations. It just sounds like it's a lot going on. So Big U went to live before turning himself in and, you know, just let the community know, hey, I'm turning myself in. This is what's going on right now. The FBI raided all of my homes. He also accused a few people of being informants, including Whack 100. Rapper Brick Baby and Loose Cannon was also arrested during the raids that was going on. A lot of people have saying that Brick Baby and Loose Cannon, they have been doing way too much talking on these platforms on social media. We have a Vlad TV interview of Brick Baby just talking about way too much, kind of incriminating himself in the interview. I also saw a video of Whack 100 on the No Jumper podcast saying that he tried to warn Big U's wife about what was going down, that there was 4 different gang members that was working with the FBI to bring Big U down. So we'll see how this story unfolds. Next, we have Tracy Morgan. We send our well wishes out to him. He was at a Knicks versus Heat game this week, and there's a video of him who was ill at the game, sitting courtside, throwing up, as well as there was reports that he had blood coming out of his nose. A lot of celebrities were worried about him and reaching out and sending their well wishes. We have actor Ben Stiller. He reached out, as well as shooting guard Josh Hart made a statement hoping that Tracy Morgan was okay. Tracy addressed the issue shortly after the incident and let people know that he was doing fine, that he was in the hospital, and that the doctor said it was just food poisoning. So we send our well wishes to Tracy Morgan, and we hope he's doing okay. Next, we have Ja Rule. He was recently a guest on Hot 97 TT Torres' platform. They talked about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. Ja Rule basically said that it didn't matter who won the battle between Drake versus Kendrick. Because of the star that Drake is, Drake can still create hits after that moment. Even though everybody kind of turned their back on him, Drake is still that guy. And Ja Rule also mentioned, and I thought this was interesting, about his beef between 50 Cent and him, and how he wishes that social media was around to capture everything that was going on in real life in real time. I remember when Ja Rule and 50 was beefing, and it was very dark. It was a very dark moment. A lot of other artists was getting pulled into the situation. We had Eminem and Busta Rhymes and Fat Joe, and everybody was just beefing. It was very dark and eerie, so I'm kind of happy they didn't have social media around that time. I feel like it was a lot going on behind the scenes that probably should have stayed behind the scenes. Imagine if we would have had social media during Nas and Jay-Z's beef. I do love during those times you had to really tap into the music, tap into what songs was being put out, and you had to tap into the radio, because the radio was the only platforms that was really discussing these beefs that was going on between these artists. Ja Rule was also saying now with social media, you have people that are breaking down each part of the song, so it's a better understanding of what is going on. Last but not least, we have Forever 21 is closing some stores. They filed for bankruptcy again, and this is the second time in 6 years. So people are very concerned about Forever 21 closing and going away forever. Pun intended. They currently have plans to close over 350 stores nationwide. They're struggling to compete with the different e-commerce that's going on. We have Temu, we have Shein, we have Fashion Nova. So many different online stores for the girlies, and they're just not able to keep up. They are burdened with $1.58 billion in debt. You're gonna see they are open to potential buyers. I stopped shopping at Forever 21 back in my college days. My issue was I could never find pants that would fit me because they weren't catered to women that are curvy and my size. Right now we live in a BBL culture where everyone has a small waist and a big ass. Forever 21 has plus size, but right now we live in a weird time where it's not just petite and plus size. It's like you gotta find the middle for the girlies. You know, I might be petite at the top, but I'm plus size at the bottom. So I think that these e-commerce stores, they have been doing a great job catering to people of all different shapes and sizes, whether it's the material, whether it's the cut of the product. Forever 21 may fall short on that, and that's just my personal opinion. What do you guys think? Are you guys still shopping at Forever 21 as adults, or is that just for the teens? Is that the reason why it's not growing? And what are y'all thoughts? And that's all I got for you guys. It's Taya freaking Bea. I'm here with the weekly wrap up. I be trying to do this every week, so I need you guys to stay tuned and tap in. It's Taya freaking Bea, and I'm out of here.